I'm Francesca Osowska. I'm Chief Executive of NatureScot, which is Scotland's nature agency. So in some ways, there's no such thing as a typical day because I can be working on a range of different things. So part of my role as Chief Executive is to be Principal Accountable Officer. So there are certain formal things that I need to do in relation to signing things off, approving money and so on. So the favourite part of my job is absolutely getting out and seeing the work that we do on the ground, and it's not happened as much in the last 2 years, but before the pandemic I saw some amazing work that NatureScot had done. So I find these visits really inspiring, and it shows what great things NatureScot can achieve, but it also reminds me about the importance of the work that we do, and I'm just delighted to be part of it. So in school, I was educated in England, so I did A-levels and I did maths, further maths, economics and French. I studied economics at university, so I am an economist, but sometimes it's useful being able to bring the discipline of economics and the thinking around the need for public sector intervention into this job. I followed a very traditional path in terms of my career. After I graduated, I was part of a graduate programme for the UK Civil Service as an economist. So I started life as an assistant economist in the employment department in Sheffield. And then I worked my way through different civil service roles. I switched at one point from being an economist into the more general stream. I moved to Scotland to join the then Scottish Executive, which became the Scottish Government, and I did a series of different roles in the Scottish Government. One that stands out is that I was Director for the Commonwealth Games and Sport for the 2014 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. And then I moved back to the UK Government just before I came to NatureScot. So I guess what that shows is that you don't necessarily need to have very strong environmental qualifications to work in NatureScot. Plenty of people do. And I absolutely rely on them because I'm not an expert, but what I brought with me perhaps was a range of different experiences from different organisations in terms of leadership, in terms of change management, and an understanding of government, which I think is important for the role that I play. So just thinking about my relationship with nature, I use the phrase, I'm a consumer of nature, and I'm not sure if it's a great phrase anymore, but what I meant by that was that nature was really important in my life, even though I didn't understand it, I didn't know some of the technical things that I know about it, I didn't understand its importance. It was important to me in my life because I enjoyed being in it. I do triathlon, so I swim in seas, I swim in lochs, I go for bike rides in the country, I run up hills, I enjoy seeing beautiful landscapes and being inspired by them, and I enjoy the wildlife that Scotland has to offer. So it is really important in my personal life as it is now in my professional life. And one thing that the pandemic, I think, has taught a lot of us is the importance of experiencing nature and the well-being that we get from that. So I think it's sites like that and experiences like that that just really are inspiring and make us realise that actually nature is so connected and around us. We're part of it and we need to look after it for it to look after us. So advice that I would give to a 16-year-old is don't say no, say yes to everything. And there's been lots of times in my career, including actually when thinking about coming to NatureScot, where I thought, oh really, am I a good fit for that? could I do that? Oh, that seems difficult. Maybe I should, pass on that opportunity. Maybe it wouldn't be right for me. Maybe I wouldn't be good enough. But each time when that's happened, and it's happened a few times in my career, I've slept on it, and then I've taken the brave pill and thought, this could be a great thing, and I've never regretted it. And some of the roles that I've moved into, some of the things I've got involved with, at the outset, there was a little bit of me thinking, oh, what am I letting myself in for here? But you can do it. There's a world of opportunity out there, and so I would just say, grab every opportunity. You can do it, and you will absolutely relish all that lies before you.